Hello, friends. Welcome to Elizabeth's Creative Corner. I'm Elizabeth, and I will be making all sorts of random objects that you can possibly think of so you don't have to. Okay, so the first thing I'm starting off with is sanding down the lid to this gum container that I had. And when I tell you that this gum container lid was really so thick and so unnecessarily hard to drill that I was losing my ever loving mind doing this, I will tell you that directly. It was so difficult to do. It took so long, and this video really does not show how long it took. It was so incredibly long, and it was kind of super frustrating. I switched heads so many times because it would just heat up my drill so badly. So then I decided to switch over to drilling the body of the trash can or the dumpster. And I'm wearing glasses, but those are not protective goggles. Please do not wear glasses as protective goggles. It really does not do anything, and it won't protect you the way you need it to. So I decided to start painting it because I really needed a break from the lid. That lid was driving me insane. So I needed a break from the lid, so I decided to start painting the body the green color that I wanted in my dumpster. So while I was letting that dry, I decided to go back to the lid and see if I could get any further along than I was before. I did make some more progress, and it was kind of starting to look kind of the way I wanted it to. So I just kept drilling to see how long it would take and to just try and get it to be the split lid that I needed it to be. And it was kind of working, and so I just finally decided, I just finally decided to cut it in half and then sand the edges to get it to the smoothness that I needed it to be, and kind of just the everything else. And it was finally working, and I ended up being really happy with the sanded edges and the way that it just looked, and it looked so good. I did have to keep switching heads again to get the correct smoothness and the grind that I kind of needed it to be. And since I'm still new to this, I don't know exactly which heads do how much. And so I'm still playing around with it a little bit. But really, it was starting to work out so much better. And I wish I had just started with that from the beginning to just chop it right from the beginning. And I'm still very sad that I hadn't done that before, because it worked so much better. And I'm sanding it, and it's working so much better. And I finally have goggles on to protect my eyes. And so I bring out my fancy drill and I started doing that, and that sanded down so well that I am so frustrated that I didn't use it in the beginning because it sanded so well. And I was so frustrated at that point. And so then I popped it open and I put my drill away and I decided to start painting. So I went back and started painting the body again, adding some detail to make it look kind of dirty, kind of dumpstery, because dumpsters are dirty and I needed a dirty dumpster. And I like making these pretty lifelike, well, not lifelike, but pretty realistic, I would say, just a smaller version of what the actual object is. And so I sit here adding some dirt to it, not real dirt, but like brown paint and some dark paint, and just trying to get it to the correct color that I need it to be. You can't super see it, and so I paint some of the inside, and then kind of realize after painting the inside that painting the inside is a mistake because the inside doesn't really matter. And so I kind of stopped painting the inside because I realized it's not really a super big deal. So then I started painting the lid. And so I took this really dark navy blue color and I mixed it with some maroon and some dark green to get it the exact color that I wanted it to be. I wish it was more of a black color, but that wasn't going to happen because I'm running out of black and I'm running out of white, so I can't get a gray, and I don't really have any gray, and so I just needed to mix a bunch of colors to make a really dark color. And that ended up working really well, and I'm actually very happy with how it ended up turning out, and I hope you guys are happy with how it turned out too. Thank you so much for watching.